Okay, so a lovely day today. What better opportunity to talk about the return on investment of psychological assessment? Let's get Blue off the lead. He's eating some form of crop at the moment. There we go, off you go. Okay, well, I'm sure he'll follow in due course. So, return on investment, you've got hard and soft criteria. Hard criteria are measures that you can definitely put a specific number to. They're quantifiable, they're measurable. Things like sales performance before and after the implementation of the new assessment process. Things like attrition rate, how soon do people leave before and after the recruitment process, which is aiming to assess people's motivation and perhaps provide them with some insight into the job. You've got hard measures like rate of promotion. How quickly do the graduates get promoted, for example, or the person who's working in the team as part of the call centre, how quickly do they get to the team leader post? Other hard measures could be speed, so how quickly do they manage to do something, so the average rate of production before and after, and so on. Then you have soft measures. These are things that are less quantifiable, but we still have a crack at it. So things like managers' appraisal ratings. Oh, the hair's really playing up today. Managers' appraisal ratings, typically on a 1 to 5 scale, but subject to bias, etc. You could have things like morale before and afterwards, company culture. You could have client feedback, and you could look at that from a qualitative perspective before and afterwards. So a whole load of ways of measuring return on investment. And obviously what you need to do is you take the cost of the assessment, whether that's the one-off design or the off-the-shelf cost, and then you multiply that by the number of people who've been through it, and then you compare that to the cost at the other end of the scale, or the benefit, sorry. So the amount of extra sales realised, or the reduced cost due to the better attrition rate, etc. I guess the other thing that it can do is it can save time. So you can say, well, look, before we had managers doing all of these telephone interviews, and now we've introduced an SJT to replace them all, and it saved X amount of time multiplied by the salary prorated, and you've got a return on investment there. You can go geeky. You can look at correlation coefficients. You can look at predictive validity before and predictive validity afterwards, but that's often a little bit more obscure to explain to the people who are making the decisions about making these purchasing questions or not. So there we go, return on investment of psychological assessment, many ways to prove it, and I'm sure there's many more as well. Let's just see how the dog's doing. His hair looks good in the breeze, mine looks decidedly shaggy. Anyway, thanks, bye.